5 months ago, I quit alcohol and I'm gonna tell you all about it. I'm gonna tell you about the benefits that I experienced, my thoughts, my feelings, everything. If you're new here, my name is Romani. I make a wide range of videos, but the main topics that I focus on are health, life advice, and of course, locks. And before you ask, I stopped drinking because I wanted to. So I just turned 25 2 weeks ago and I had my first drink when I was around 16 years old. So as a person who's been drinking for almost a decade, not super heavy when I was in my teens, but been drinking off and on for about a decade, I can say that I don't miss it and I don't really plan on going back. Y'all know I'm not a never person, so I'm not gonna say like I'm never going back because you just don't know what the future holds, but I can honestly say I do not plan to drink again. Just a small summary of my drinking journey. I told y'all I had my first drink when I was 16, so I was in high school. After that first drink, I didn't have another drink until I was about 17. So about a year passed. I went to college when I was 17. I drank all throughout college and I drank throughout adulthood. Just, like drinking culture is so prevalent, especially in college and in friendships and stuff like that. So, happy hours, dinners, lunches with friends, I was always drinking. So there was always alcohol around. So if you would have told me last year around this time that I would not be drinking, I really wouldn't have believed you because I'm not even the type of person, or I guess I wasn't the type of person to not have a drink in my hand. I'm like the life of the party friend. I definitely feel like people are super surprised that I'm like 5 months no alcohol, but once I put my mind to something, I completely go all in and I do it. And since I turned about 23, I have been off and on with alcohol. I feel like when I was 23, like when I had just turned 23, I really started to reevaluate my relationship with alcohol, and that's when I stopped going as hard because I moved out of my college town. So I moved from my college town to Los Angeles, and out here I didn't really have the most friends, so I wasn't really going out. Like I wasn't really being super social, so my drinking definitely died down, and then I started to notice a lot of benefits. And then that's when I started like teetering with the idea of not drinking, but I never went all in. I think the most that I did was 30 days, and that was July of 2022. I did 30 days of no drinking, but this is the furthest and the longest that I've gone without drinking, so I'm very proud of myself and I just want to tell y'all all about it. So let's get into these benefits. The first benefit that I've noticed since I stopped drinking is lack of inflammation in the entire body. When I drink, my face gets puffy, and I'm not saying puffy to where like it's super noticeable by the public, because I feel like when I used to drink and like I would tell people like, oh my god, my face looks puffy, the next day they would be like, oh no, it doesn't look puffy. So maybe to other people my face didn't look puffy, but I would notice puffiness under my eyes, my eyelids, like kind of my cheeks, and then of course just bloating in the entire body. Now of course that wasn't enough to make me stop drinking, so I kept drinking and I just tried to mitigate these things. So I tried to drink more water and just really tried to lessen these symptoms, but they would still come. But now that I've been 5 months without alcohol, I feel the best that I felt. My face is just so, I don't want to say flat, but you know what I mean. Like it's not puffy. My body is not puffy. I don't experience a lot of bloating at all. And I live a very healthy lifestyle, and I also lived a healthy lifestyle when it came to me drinking. So that's not really a factor in this, because I know a lot of people will be like, oh, well, did you change your eating habits? Did you change this? Did you change that? I didn't change anything. I've always drank a lot of water. I've always exercised. Like I've always done all of that. But me drinking always canceled that out. Like me drinking always canceled out me drinking a lot of water and everything, and I would just be super puffy, super inflamed, and I'm not dealing with that anymore. The second benefit is fat loss. Now I didn't say weight loss because I'm not too concerned with my actual weight, like the number. It's more so about the body fat percentage on me. I'm a personal trainer. If you're new to my channel, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a yoga instructor, so that stuff really matters to me. Like how I look gets me clients, it gets me sales, so like I have to look a certain way. But when I was drinking, even though I was working out, I didn't see the results that I'm seeing now. Right now I'm weightlifting about 4 times a week, like 3 to 4 times a week. And it's the same as when I was weightlifting while I was drinking alcohol. But now I'm actually seeing my muscles. I don't like to use the word toned, but I feel very sculpted when I look at my body. Like I can actually see definition in my body. That's the word I'm looking for. I've been seeing a lot of definition in my body, and it's more than I was seeing when I was drinking alcohol. To me, it seems like my muscles are finally having a chance to really flourish because they're not being poisoned by alcohol every weekend. The third benefit that I've been experiencing is no cravings. So y'all know I used to crave hot Cheetos all the time. I have not had hot Cheetos in a couple months now. I don't even think about them anymore. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the alcohol, but I will say once I stopped drinking alcohol, I stopped craving those hot Cheetos. And I only craved hot Cheetos during my cycle, but even on my cycle, I truly don't need hot Cheetos. And even when I think about them, I'm like, should I go get some? I'm like, I really don't need them. And then cravings, like on nights out with my friends, I'm not like craving an immense amount of unhealthy food now that I'm not drinking, because you know, when you get drunk and you out with your friends, you just want to stop at all the fast food restaurants and you want to get snacks and you want to do all the things. I don't feel that way. Like even if I have a night out with my friends, I'm cool with just eating whatever we eat at a restaurant if we go out, and I'm cool with coming home and either making something or just going to sleep. And that's really big for me because I love a good drunk night out, getting some food. Like I just love everything about that. Or I guess I have to start speaking in past tense. And I also have to remember that I'm completely shifting my identity. So I'm not even that person anymore. But I loved going out with my friends and like, you know, eating a whole bunch on a drunk night out. But I am happy to say that I don't have any cravings. I really don't. And it feels good. Like my eating habits are the most solid that they've ever been. And y'all know, usually I would do like the 80-20 rule. So I'm like usually eating healthy food and then I would kind of, you know, indulge a little bit. Most times when I even think about indulging, I don't want to do it. So it's not even like I'm restricting myself from having things. I truly don't want it. The fourth benefit that I've been experiencing is clarity and energy. So let's start with clarity. I love going out and just being present. Now, I will say that most times that I do go out, well, I won't say most times, it just depends on the time. I am still inebriated, so I have THC gummies, and they're like 5 milligrams, so it's not like, you know, a crazy amount of weed, but I do have THC gummies, so I do still have that little high, like that little buzz, but it's not like when I was drinking. And so I feel a lot more present, and I just feel like I'm there. Like I'm listening to people, what they're saying. I'm aware of my surroundings, and I'm not saying that like I was just always out and belligerent and I didn't know what was going on. But of course your senses are, you know, just kind of out the window when you're drunk. And like, even if you're talking to somebody, you really may not be like truly getting what they're saying. You may not really be, you know, gauging all of your surroundings to the best of your ability. Like you may still be here, but you're not really here. But since I haven't been drinking, I really feel like I have been here. I've been present, and I'm excited to go out, not to like turn up, but just to really feel the fun atmosphere. I definitely feel like I was having fun when I was drinking, but now I wish I could explain this like how it is in my mind, but now I just feel like I can truly feel the fun. Like I can experience that fun and I'm completely present for it, so it feels even better. I also love remembering what happened the night before, because there are some moments where I'm like, damn, I don't know what we did last night, or you know, like when you drunk, you like, I don't know what happened last night. I don't have those moments, and I'm glad I don't have those moments, because I don't need to have them moments. I need to remember everything that's going on all the time. And as far as energy, I feel so good energetic wise. Most times after a night out, even though I'm not one to have hangovers, because like I said, I learned how to mitigate certain symptoms when it comes to drinking. So if I was drinking, I would have a lot of water, I would take a magnesium supplement, like I would be cool on the hangovers, but I still would not want to get up Like, I wouldn't want to get out the bed. I would just kind of want to chill and just relax that next day. After I go out, now that I'm not drinking and like I may have some weed and I may not have some weed, like I may completely be sober. Now that I'm going out and I'm doing that as opposed to having like a whole bunch of tequila shots, I can get up in the morning and I can go work out. And that's so big for me because I truly enjoy working out on the weekends. One, because nobody's ever in the gym on the weekends, or it's going to be like a few people. So you just kind of get that time to yourself. And I just love the feeling of just doing something good for myself on the weekends, like doing something that my future self will thank me for. So I love that I can just like get up and I can go to the gym and I can give my all in the gym. I'm not half-assing my workout because I was drunk last night. And the fifth benefit is clear skin. Now, I know that my skin, y'all have always told me like y'all like my skin and my skin has always been clear, but it's just some type of like radiance that my skin is giving now that I'm not drinking. My skin just seems brighter and just more vibrant, to me at least, now that I'm not drinking, and I'm not experiencing too many like small pimples. Like there's one right here, and you know there'll be some here and there, but when I was drinking I was just noticing a little too many of them, and then I'm the type of person who wants to like pick at pimples and then they would become dark spots. So I was experiencing some dark spots when I was drinking alcohol, but now my skin, your girl is giving. It ain't no dark spots. It's radiant, it's vibrant, and I love it here. Now, this isn't a video to tell you to stop drinking. Truthfully, honestly, I don't care what anybody else does. And I know like when somebody says they're not drinking, people are like, oh, I can't go out with this person, they're gonna be judging me. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I only care what I do. What you do does not affect me. Only my decisions affect me. So I don't really care about like going out with my friends and they're drinking. Like, so I'm not even the type of judgmental person that's like, oh, these people are drinking, because I drank for, like I said, almost a decade. So this video is definitely not a video to tell you to stop drinking. This is just me sharing my experience, because I know when I was teetering with the idea of, do I want to stop drinking? Do I want to keep drinking? I needed videos to like tell me the benefits. Like, what are people experiencing when they stop drinking? And so I wanted to make that video because I didn't find many people who also look like me. And I'm not even just talking about like Black women, but even just like the younger generation. I wasn't seeing a lot of us. So I wanted to make a video just in case there are any people my age that want to stop drinking, that want to know how we feel about it. And just some frequently asked questions when it comes to drinking. A lot of people are like, oh, like, what do your friends think? Do you lose friends? I think that it is very possible to lose friends when you stop drinking if you are already not around the right circle. For me, I have friends that I truly love and enjoy while I'm sober. So even if we chose not to drink, I would still like them and I would still want to be their friend. But if you're around people who you need to have a drink with, or y'all don't have shit in common, that's probably a friend that you're gonna lose when you stop drinking. But don't count it as a loss, because if you're around somebody and the only time you can connect with them is when y'all are both inebriated, you really don't need that connection, and it's really not a loss if y'all stop being friends. You're not losing shit because y'all didn't have a friendship to begin with. I don't think that you're going to lose your actual friends, people who actually want to be around you for the right reasons, when you stop drinking. Furthermore, all of my friends are super supportive. Yes, they be getting lit, and I be, right there with them, not drinking, but we can still turn up energetically. Like, I don't need alcohol to like make me a lit person. As you can see, my personality does the job itself. So, we still have a good time. They drink, I be a little high sometimes, and we just vibe. Another question people ask me, like, oh, how do you just stop? You just stop. Just don't do it. And I was that person before. Like, I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm gonna stop. Maybe I'll just have 2 drinks when I go out. Maybe I'll do this. And I will say, I would slowly decrease my alcohol consumption. So sometimes I would have 2 drinks, or I would just have 1 drink. And then I told y'all I did that 30-day fast. So I would kind of experiment here and there. But when I was ready to stop, I was like, I don't drink no more. And that was just kind of it. It's not even a hard thing, because I told myself, you don't drink. It's not like I'm trying to stop. I don't do it. So if somebody's like, oh, do you want to drink? I don't drink. You see, like, I don't say I'm trying to stop drinking. No, I don't drink. I just don't do it. And that's just, it is what it is. This is my first time talking about my alcohol sobriety on my channel. So I don't know, I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope that it helped. And you can let me know in the comments if you want to stop drinking or how you feel about the entire thing. And I will see you in my next video.